All right, so it's not on the US server yet, but on the AS server, on the Asia server, they have posted a new notice slash patch note of updates to come for the half anniversary. That doesn't necessarily mean like any game changes technically. So what it's gonna be is a lot of new stuff for new returning players, and also they've changed how gear works, plus some other stuff for pay to win players. So we're gonna go through all of that. I have the screenshots of pretty much everything. Now, overall, I'm feeling pretty confident right now in Black Clover Mobile because, of course, Noelle just came out and like these are my thoughts right now. I haven't really put them in a video, but right now I'm thinking she's really good in stall teams because she's able to help get a lot of ultimates quick. So for people that have damage reduction ultimates, you're able to spam and never run out of damage reduction. And then also her damage is actually very good because you're stalling. She's able to do damage to the people who don't have buffs, the enemy team, when you have the buffs. So it's going to be very, very good for that. I'm very happy with Noelle. I'll talk about her more in depth and make like probably a good 3 to 5 more showcase videos. But as of right now, like half Annie is looking very good because of what we know we're getting. And then the first Annie is looking very good. So for the half Annie on global, which is starting May 30th, we're going to be getting the 999 reroll summon, which should include Witch Queen and Fauna. Them including those two means you could guarantee pretty much any SSR you want up to Witch Queen and Fauna, right? And Witch Queen and Fauna are not like crazy. Witch Queen is, but like just in general, it means that everything before then is going to be gettable, and that's going to be definitely helping a lot of new players. Then 100 free ticket summons. Then we got the Hot Time event and a new main event being the Royal Knights selection test. So because of all of this, we're going to be very, very blessed on Global 2 with everything coming. So reset and adjust content instructions. In order to give all players a better gaming experience in BCM, we're planning to update the half Annie version at the end of May, and please wait for the subsequent announcements for the specific time. In the half Annie version, we plan to make the following adjustments. Please make arrangements in advance if it would affect your current experience. Thank you. Okay, so starting off, new user pack. Now, the new user pack in the game currently will be removed from the shop, and we will relaunch a batch of adjusted new user packs. After the new version of the new user pack is released, all players, regardless of whether they have purchased the old version of the new user pack, is able to purchase again. So if you want to start right now as a new user, probably the best time, because you get to buy the old new user pack and the new one. Now, the old one, if I remember correctly, was not too crazy, but I don't know if this new user pack is going to be to everyone or just actual new users. Okay, that's something that I'm a bit interested in, but I could see maybe everyone getting it. We'll have to see for this, but packs. Now, the second part is a new user attendance and 7-day mission, which this is very good. Okay, we're going to have to see how good it is, but I'm going to need it to be like at least half as good as like JP. JP, remember, they get a universal dupe, skill page dupe, 50 pulls, and other really good resources. The current new user attendance and new user 7-day mission in the game will be optimized after the version update. If you are still in the process of these two events before the version update, your progress will be reset and you can start the tasks and receive rewards of the new version of the event. If you're a new player after May 1st, regardless of whether you complete it or not, the event will be reset to the new version and you can proceed and claim rewards. So what this means is that you should start right now if you're planning to come back for and also the half Annie version, Black Asta, all that good stuff, because you're going to get even more rewards if you get to complete the current missions and then restart the missions. So I'd say honestly starting right now is your best opportunity because also you'll be able to get green mimosa, right? You want to pick seasonal mimosa and you'll be in a good spot, right? You're going to have your like the units you need for now, and once you get you'll start being able to actually grind gear dungeons because him and Charlotte is good enough, right? That's basically Red Charlotte, of course. So like no matter what, is going to work, even if like he's not type advantage, it will end up working. So that's that. Now, return user pack. There will be packs where what is it? So the current return user pack in the game will be removed from the shop and will be relaunched to the adjusted return user pack. After the new version of the return user pack is released, you can purchase it if you meet the conditions for returning players. If there, what is it? What is the conditions then? They don't say it. If there are return user packs that have not been collected, you can continue to receive them, and you can also purchase the new version. This is nothing too crazy, okay? I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's cool. I guess we're getting new packs. I mean, it's going to make them more money for sure. If you want to come back, you're going to be looking very good. If you do plan on spending at least a bit, you're going to get rewarded much better than you would normally. So I'd say that returning new players. If you're even a light spender, probably this is going to be very good. And obviously for new players, I'm going to guess that login will be very, very good. Now, The important thing is the last screenshot that I have, but we're going to talk about this first. So returning player attendance and returning player mage's path. So the one on JP, the returning player mage's path, gave out a universal dupe. So, you know, just off the bat, it's really good. The current returning player attendance and returning player mage's path in the game will be optimized after the version update. If you are still in the process of these two events before the version update, your progress will be reset and you can start the tasks and receive rewards of the new version of the event. If you are a return player after 5.1, regardless of whether you completed it or not, the event will be reset to the new version. You can proceed and claim the rewards. So if your account was started before 5.1, before May 1st, you will want to not finish it. Okay, you could even do up to the last mission, but do not complete it because you're going to want to get the new missions. But if you started after May 1st, it won't matter. From what I'm understanding, how it's worded is that if you started before May 1st and you complete the old one, you won't be able to get the new one, which kind of sucks. But still, I mean, just don't complete it, right? So I guess there is that. I don't really know what else to say there. Now, having this though, like, is just nice. You gotta log in Animage's path. And if it's anything like on JP, it's going to be very good. Okay, that's like the main thing that I kind of want to preface, that it will just be quite nice if they actually have that. And we're going to check it out at the end of the video because I actually have my KR account is a returning player account. Now, this is going to kind of be bad. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to mention something else. One sec. For a little time, Mystery Shop did come back. This was until May 30th. So it's supposed to be basically something that was here. And I guess they took it out because I don't see it. No, it's not there. And basically they brought back Mystery Shop, and this one is changed now. They gave the substat reroll for accessories that now lets you lock 2, and you could get legendary carved stones. So it's going to be a lot of crystals, and they're resetting the black crystal amount. So for free to plays, there is going to be a widening gap again, right? Unfortunately, it's not going to be as big. I think the previous Mystery Shop was quite large, but this one is going to be still pretty big in my opinion. But I mean, it's still good for them. If I'm being honest, this is very good for them to make money. So, you know, I'm happy for them, but at the same time, for free to plays, I don't know what it means exactly, but still. Now, this is something that I need you guys to help me with. I don't really understand what the fuck they're saying. I mean, it sounds good. We're going to say gear buff, but that's all I could say. So, LR gear drop rate adjustment for level 10 to 15. In order to help players obtain LR gear better, the following adjustments to the dungeon gear drop are made. Now, if I'm being honest, it's whatever they're saying sounds like a nothing burger to me. Okay, level 10 to 13. You will be able to obtain LR gear, okay, the normal gear, plus greater LR gear. As the level increases, the probability of obtaining greater LR gear increases. So what I think they mean is that if you're level 10, you have a lower rate than if you're level 13. That's what it sounds like. Now, if you're level 14 and 15, you can get LR gear, greater LR gear, and new greater LR gear. Now, what that means to me, if I'm being honest, is probably, oh, let's claim this, anything good? I guess so. Now, I don't know what they categorize as greater LR gear, like new greater LR gear. My guess is this, right? But it doesn't, like, it's not telling me that it's greater LR gear, quote unquote. So it's really hard to say. But they have added 2 new sets since launch to each of the gear dungeons. So my guess is that how they're making it is that if you're gonna farm level 13 if you want to get speed, attack, and defense gear, and you're gonna farm 14 and 15 if you want to farm the new gears. But we're gonna see more when it actually comes out in game. So that's basically the changes. For new players, it's looking a lot better. For returning players, it's looking a lot better. If you're a light spender and you're returning a new player, it's looking very good for you. And gear seems to be adjusted to be easier to grind, but we will have to see how exactly, because they're saying it's gonna help players get all our gear, but how exactly we shall see. Now let's go into my care account so I can show you guys everything. So on screen, we could see this is the returning player login, and then we're going to check some other stuff out. So of course it's anniversary on JP, so there's a bunch of stuff, right? That's like kind of a no-brainer. But then you will actually see like a couple things. Let me just claim everything that we got. A couple things that's going to be kind of making me interested to see how exactly I want to, I think it's going to go. So then we got a 50 ticket login. This is for the returning player one. And then you could see on day 7, we get 2,000 crystals, right? We get a mage dupe. Here, yes, we get a mage dupe, and that is just crazy shit. And then even in the mage's path, there's the returning player one, which gives me a mage dupe, right? And then a bunch of good crystals, like a good amount of other rewards. So like if it's the exact same rewards as this, that would be crazy. And then if we go here, I think there's even, these are the returning player packs for like $4. I get a multi here, like stuff like that's really good. And I think this is also, no, this is not, this is returning player. Let me just translate to see what exactly is returning player or not, and then I'll be able to tell you more efficiently. And shout out to BlueStack's built-in translation, because if not, it would be kind of rough. So yes, this is the returning player one, which you could also get a universal and mage dupe. So if you want to come back now, spend low amounts of money to get it. I mean, if it's exactly the same as JP, I think they'll make a lot of money. Right, outright, they should be able to make some good money from that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Pretty good information. My thing that I'm very interested about is definitely the gear, but besides that, returning players, new players are looking fire, bro.